Hello! In this video I will review TCL's 55DC760 Ultra HD HDR TV in 55-inch screen size. C76 series was officially launched in August last year, and this exact model received Best Buy LCD TV award by the EISA Association. Is it really such a great value for money? Let's find out. TCL 55DC760 starts with 850 euros according to idealo.de website. This is the same price as for LG 55SK8500 that I've reviewed before, and 100 euros more than the price of Samsung NU8000 series. DC76 series looks great. It has visually one of the most interesting designs I've seen in quite some time. The main attraction definitely is a built-in JBL soundbar with front-firing speakers and bass reflex ports on each side of the cylinder. The front side of the cylinder is covered with great cloth, and at the center is TCL's logo with white backlight. The bezel surrounding the semi-glossy screen is just 2 mm thick. A look to the side reveals proportions similar to LG OLED TVs. Upper half is much thinner than the bottom half. Due to the thickness of just under 8 mm, TCL added a beam to make sure that the screen does not get slanted over time. The stand is very simple. It's got 1 foot behind the screen and 2 in the front. It is worth noting that the stand, the bezel and the upper part of the backside are made of metal, which is definitely a plus compared to other TVs in this price category. TV can also be mounted on the wall using 400 by 200 VESA mount. DC76 series has 3 HDMI connectors that support UHD HDR, 1 USB 3.0 and 1 USB 2.0 ports, antenna and satellite inputs, 3.5mm headphone jack, Toslink and Ethernet connectors. There is also a CI slot. TV comes with exactly the same 2 remote controls like the previously tested X2. Both work well with the latest iteration of Android TV platform, version 8, also known as Oreo. The advanced remote has a metal casing, built-in microphone that works great with Google Assistant, and there is a Netflix dedicated button. There is also a pointer that is not as sophisticated as an LG Magic Remote, and it doesn't work in all menus, but it can be useful, for example, when entering text through the on-screen keyboard. By default, TV needs around 45 seconds to boot, which you can greatly reduce to just 3 seconds if you enable Instant On option in the settings menu. Android TV 8 is all about content on the home screen, so you can see what is new on, for example, YouTube or Netflix, without actually entering each app. Though it is not always responsive, I enjoyed navigating menus much more than on Philips 65POS7601 that recently got Android Oreo upgrade. TV has Google Chromecast, and using TCast app you can share music, photos and videos from your phone right on the big screen. You can also open different apps that are installed on the TV. Bluetooth connectivity was working well, and there were no sync and stuttering issues like I noticed on the Philips TV. But I did notice one strange thing. If you have Bluetooth speaker connected, Netflix will not play UHD or HDR content, only HD. This does not happen during HDR playbacks through the built-in media player. A very strange and totally unrelated effect, which I hope TCL will solve quickly. Coming to picture quality, TCL 55DC760 has a good contrast and upscaling, plays 24p content without a lot of judder, and controls for calibration allow for a really accurate result for SDR content. But the TV leaves a lot to be desired when compared to competitors' models in the same or similar price category, namely LG SK8500 or Samsung NU8000. Samsung and LG use high refresh rate panels that can display sharper and much brighter picture than tested TCL TV, giving them an edge when it comes to bright room and HDR performance. In addition, TCL only supports HDR10 and HLG, while LG and Samsung also support dynamic HDR formats. All 3 mentioned models can display roughly the same percentage of DCI-P3 color gamut, around 90% depending on the measurement standard, which allows for deeper colors to appear in HDR. As LG and Samsung have 120Hz screens in this price category, They are a better choice for watching sports and other fast-paced content. TCL's candidate is comparable with Samsung's NU7100 or NU7400 series, which also use 60Hz panel, but are available for a lower price. Important note for people who prefer smooth movie playback like soap opera. DC76 series doesn't support motion interpolation, so you are limited to 24p playback. Viewing angle is narrow, just like on other mainstream TVs based on BA panel. It seems that the EISA judging panel was only looking at the datasheet, as they are praising off-axis performance in this press release. There is a black frame insertion technique available, but I do not recommend you use it as it darkens the image and adds a rainbow effect like on single-chip DLP projectors when you move your eyes across the screen. Upscaling itself is good and is fully comparable to competitors. Dirty screen effect was present, but it was not distracting, so I was able to focus on sports content, such as FIFA 19. Screen uniformity was average. Just like other LCD TVs, so does 55DC760 suffer from so-called global dimming, an effect which dims the entire screen in dark scenes. I could not find a way to disable this. Full color resolution 444 is possible in PC picture preset. Input lag on this TV was between 26 and 31 milliseconds, depending on the picture preset, including game and PC modes. This is worse result than on mentioned Samsung and LG TVs, which easily go below 20 milliseconds, providing faster response for competitive gamers. But most of us are not competitive, and for us the input lag is very good. You can play games or use this TV as a PC monitor without any issue. Sound quality is better than competitors due to front-firing speaker design tuned by JBL with clear vocals and good mid-range. Bass response is weak and speakers do not stand out when it comes to clarity of high frequencies. Because of that, built-in speakers are good for not too demanding users. Everyone else should consider external audio system for a much better result. To conclude, despite better build quality and refreshing design, my opinion is that there are better alternatives to this TV on the market. Too bad that TCL is not offering a European version of their Roku TV that is available in the US, as I'm sure that one would really disrupt the mainstream segment dominated by LG and Samsung. That's it for this video. Let me know what you think about this TV and which one would you pick in this price category. I would like to thank Agram Service for providing me this TV for testing. Thanks for watching.